I've never seen a carnauba or a synthetic paint sealant do anything like this. Hey guys, welcome to the Lax and Auto Detailer YouTube channel. We've been slowly growing subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed it so far, and let's continue. The last video we did, I compared a ceramic spray coating versus a true graphene ceramic coating, one on that side and one on this side, and then we compared the hydrophobics and the performance of each coating. And we spoke about which one was right for you. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to take care and maintain and wash your ceramic coated car, and how to make it last basically forever. The reason I don't choose 8-year coatings is because number one, you could make any coating last as long as you want. And number two, after 8 years, if you're not really taking care of your car, it's gonna be swirled, extremely swirled, depends on where you took it. If it's gonna be a car wash, automated car wash with the brushes, or if you did it yourself and maybe with not the best wash techniques. And if you didn't use any sort of toppers when it required, then the beading is not going to be there. Maybe the protection is going to be gone too. So coatings, just like everything else, just like brakes, just like your engine and your transmission, everything needs maintenance. And just because it says 5 years or 8 years doesn't mean that it's a free-for-all, do whatever you want. It does require maintenance. And so this is sort of what you're going to be doing. Today we're going to be washing this with DIY Detail Rinseless Wash version 2. It's one of my favorite rinseless washes right now. And I also put about 2 capfuls of CarPro Reset in the soap because it is pretty strong cleaner and there's a lot of road salt on this. And I just wanted to give it the best chance possible to just to break that down, get it off, and just reveal a nice clean clear coat. So let's get right into it. All right, so let's go on to the first step, which is going to be pre-treating the car. So we're going to be putting our choice of pre-treat, which today is going to be rinseless wash, diluted 256:1. But if you love foam cannons and snow foam and stuff like that, then you could use a pre-wash, your preferred pre-wash, put in your foam cannon, and then go over the whole car, wait a few minutes, let it dwell, let it pull down the dirt, rinse it off, put it on again, go into your contact wash. So let's start. Okay, we're just gonna let that sit for a few minutes while it emulsifies and breaks down, encapsulates all that dirt, and then we're gonna go ahead and rinse it. Now, just to let you know, last video I did post was about ceramic coating versus a spray coating and which one should you choose, which one's right for you. And we did do left and right, spray coating and ceramic coating. And after the coating, I put a little bit of acid right here, and there was also a tape line. So when I was finished all of that, I dried it and then I put a fresh coat of the topper, the ceramic topper, on the whole thing. So there's not gonna be any more tape line in the water beading, but it doesn't really affect anything. The pre-rinse is on. I just wanted to show you guys what the beading looks like before we get to the wash. So this was the spray coating side, doing really, really good. And this was the actual coating side. All right, let's get to rinsing. Okay, so we just rinsed it. We did the pre-wash, we did the rinse. Now we're gonna treat it again with the same rinseless wash, and then we're gonna go into our contact wash. So we've just made sure that any sort of loose debris that's gonna be abrasive when we make contact is flushed out. And so all we're left with is traffic film, essentially. Road grime, things that are basically non-abrasive that rinseless wash and soap is gonna take care of pretty easily. So let's put that back on the car. Okay, so we have rinseless all over the surface. Like I said, once again, pre-wash, rinse, pre-treat, the contact, and then now we're gonna do the contact wash. We're just gonna be doing section by section. We're not gonna take the wash mitt and do the whole half of the car, because if there is something that we pick up, then we're gonna be dragging it across the whole car, potentially marring the surface. We don't wanna do that. So after each section, you put the wash mitt back into the bucket. And if for whatever reason you're a huge fan of the 2-bucket wash method, then you could do each section, put the wash mitt into your rinse bucket, and then the wash mitt back into your soap bucket, and then continue. But using this method, you won't really need to do that. Back into the bucket. Let's change out for a wash mitt. No pressure. You're just gliding the wash mitt just so it can pick up any of the film that's left on the surface. There you go, no pressure. And you're just gonna wanna do that over the whole car. I'm not gonna bore you with that, so we'll cut to the next one. Okay, now we're finished washing the exterior. You can see there's hardly anything left on the car. It does a really good job at just repelling chemicals, which is really the point of ceramic coatings, chemical resistance. That goes along with bird poop and water spots and everything like that. Any sort of chemical-based damage, ceramic coatings are great at resisting that. It's not gonna say that it's a fail-proof or 100% of the time going to fix the issues, but it's definitely a good place to start. So after this, we're just gonna be rinsing off and we'll go from there. Okay, so the rinse is done, and this leads us to one of the 2 most important parts of maintaining your ceramic coating. If you're gonna do 2 things, you do these 2 things. First thing is using a drying aid every single time you dry the car. I've said this in other videos, but I'll say it again. Water is not a lubricant, okay? It's not like soap or rinseless wash. It's not gonna lubricate the surface. If you missed anything, any rock or debris or contamination, and it's dislodged when you're drying the car, you're going to be dragging it across the entire surface. Regardless of how light you are or how plush your microfiber towel is, you risk marring the paint. So the most important thing is you use a drying aid. Lucky for everyone, DIY rinse wash version 2 can be used as a drying aid. So we rinse the car, there's just water on the car, we're gonna be spraying the rinseless wash all over the surface and then getting to drying. If only ceramic coatings were easy. So here I have a few to choose from, a couple different styles. This is a smaller, plush microfiber drying towel, and it works really, really well. If I'm doing a pure rinseless wash, I didn't put all this water on the surface, then put rinseless. If I was just doing a rinseless, and then after the sponge wash, there'd be such little moisture to remove from the surface that this would be perfect. But this is maybe a better option. So I forget which brand this is, but it works really, really well. So we'll just get to drying, and then I'll tell you the second most important thing to making sure that your ceramic coating lasts forever. Prime that sucker up. All right, so I finished the dry. It's pretty humid in here. I got the heater going. There's gallons of water. If you mix the two, you get humidity. Thankfully though, I had the rinseless wash, and that really helps to absorb it into the towel. Now, the second part to this, which is the most important part for keeping your ceramic coating beading and hydrophobic, and let's just say healthy for as long as you want to keep the car, is using toppers. Now, this isn't cheating, okay? Clear coat is designed to protect the color. So if there was no clear coat, then the paint would actually fade extremely quick. Now they put clear coat on top of the color. Now what do we do to protect clear coat? We use a ceramic coating, okay? Ceramic coating will age and will break down over time. So what do? We protect the ceramic coating with something that's easy to apply, which is some form of protective drying aid or a topper that you put on dry. So here's two ways that you can do it, and I'll show you guys exactly how to do it. So for the ceramic coating or the graphene coating, really doesn't matter. We're gonna be using PNS Defender, which is just one of my favorite spray sealants. It just so happens to have ceramic in it. It works really, really well. It works well as a standalone, and it works extremely well as a topper. So this is the side that has the ceramic. So after you finish washing, you know, every 6 months or every 12 months or whenever you see fit, just use a topper. When I did the original video, about 3 or 4 people mentioned, you know, basically, my God, man, you overused the product. For sure, I put like maybe 40 sprays. I could have done with, you know, let's say 4. I just wanted the spray coating to have the best chance possible at adhering, and there's no weird low spots or anything like that. So anyway, you can put as many sprays as you want. There's gonna be a point where you're not gonna get any benefit, you're just gonna be wasting product. But there's also such a thing as using too little product. It's become very popular to say less is more. And you know, that's true for a lot of things. But if you compare a side where you put 1 spray, let's say in the middle you do 2 sprays, and then on the other side, you did 20 sprays. 20 is obviously excessive, but let's just say. And then you compare the hydrophobics, you compare the chemical resistance, the side that had the more sprays versus 1 and 2 is gonna last longer. Okay, you guys could try this yourself. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's just what I've seen. That's what I've experienced. But you know, whatever works for you. So anyway, to top up the ceramic coating, we're gonna be using a ceramic topper like PNS Defender. So for, let's say 5 sprays, 1 in the towel, okay? Put that on the side. Where we put the product, you put the towel, and then here we're just gonna be spreading the product. And this is just one of the easiest ceramic sprays that I've ever used. It's not a true coating, it's not like a 1-year coating, like some of the newer stuff that's out now, but the performance is just so good for the ease of application. It's almost as easy as a detail spray, and it performs almost as good as a true like 1-year coating. So what was that, 20 seconds? So do the whole car. Use 1 wet side, 1 dry side, or use 2 towels, because eventually it's gonna get a little bit saturated. And do that for the whole car. Do that twice a year, do that once a year, do that whenever you see fit. And the ceramic coating, the water beading is just gonna continue to last for the lifetime of the car. Now for this side, we're gonna pretend like it's wet. So I'm gonna add some rinseless. So we're gonna pretend like, you know, I just washed the car and it's wet. Okay, there we go. Now this is something that I would do more frequently than using just a topper. This is something that I would do maybe once a month, every 2 weeks. Every week, whatever, it's really up to you, whenever you see fit. Definitely always use a drying aid, but use this to boost your ceramic coating. So in this bottle, it says Flex. It's not Turtle Wax, Graphene Flex Wax, though that was a really cool product when they came out, but they stopped making it. So this is now my dedicated bead maker bottle. This is a wet surface. Bead maker is a fantastic drying aid. So, you know, that's maybe too much, but it is what it is. So we have the drying aid. The car is wet with the rinseless, but it could just be water, it doesn't matter. Then we have the drying aid, which is bead maker. And then I'm gonna put my towel on it. And then I'm going to be spreading the bead maker and drying the car all in one shot. Okay, I just dried the whole car. The towel's a little damp, it's not a big issue. And there you go, you protect as you dry. Now, because it's a little humid and it's a little wet, I'm just gonna use a second towel just to level it off. But typically if you're outside or if it's a little drier in your environment, you don't need to do this. So the car was wet, put the drying aid on, bead maker, I dried the car, and then that's it. I don't need to do a topper on top of that. That was the topper in this scenario. So you effectively cancel out a step by doing it wet versus the dry method because you're doing it as you're drying. So it's a time saver and it works almost as well. Obviously you're diluting the product because it's with water. You're not giving it the full chance to bond 100%. There is gonna be water interference and all that. The bead maker is already it's extremely slick already. So it's one of my favorite products to use. But use whatever preferred drying aid sealant that you guys like. Could be DIY Envy, it could be bead maker, it could even be Kosh Chemie protector wax. You finish the car, you put the protector wax on, you rinse it off, then you dry the car. It could be whatever you guys want. All right, guys, let's do the little recap. So the 3 main important things when maintaining a ceramic coated car. The first thing is going to be proper wash practices. You don't want to be introducing any marring or swirls when there doesn't need to be, so practice proper wash techniques to mitigate that. The second part is going to be using a drying aid. When washing a car, most of the scratching and marring occurs not when you wash a car, because in reality soap is extremely lubricating. So even if you do pick up dirt or anything like that, the chances it's going to mar is quite low. Depends on the wash media too, but all in all, most of the marring happens during the drying phase. That's why a lot of people like to use blowers and air cannons and stuff like that to remove the water off the surface without even touching it. I don't really like that option. I think it's time consuming and I think it's very possible to leave residue on the surface. So drying the car, in my opinion, is still a part of the wash phase. When you dry a car, use a drying aid, something that is lubricating, that's going to help absorb the water and reduce any marring imposed by any of the drying towels that you use in case you missed any specks or anything that's abrasive that could be marring or scratching up the paint. And if you want to take your drying aid to the next level, then use something like bead maker. And this is just a product that I have that I've used for years. You don't necessarily have to use this one. You could use any drying aid that is a synthetic protection-based product that is going to be used with water. So not something that has to be applied dry, something that definitely has to be applied while the vehicle is still wet. This is going to apply protection and dry the car all in one step. So if you're on a time crunch, that's definitely the way to go. And a little bit more serious toppers for your coating, something that's going to help it last a little bit longer between each maintenance cycle is going to be something like this, which is PNS Defender, which is a SiO2 based spray coating or ceramic topper that you can use on bare paint or on top of ceramic coating. This you apply dry, so after you've washed and dried the vehicle, then you can go panel by panel. It'll maybe take 30 minutes to do the whole car, including the glass and the wheels, if those are coated too, or you could just do a fresh coating dry with this. This will be your standalone. It works perfectly well. I have it on my glass and it works well all winter. So much like your engine, your transmission, your tires, your brakes, your car in general requires maintenance. When something's failing, you change it. Your engine has use, you change the oil. This is maintenance. It's not breaking, it's maintenance. So it's the same thing with ceramic coating. You use this or that or any product of this nature to maintain your ceramic coating. So the name of the game is just maintenance. Proper wash, proper dry, proper maintenance. And like this, your ceramic coating is gonna last just basically as long as you want it to. Like I said, after maybe 8 years, if you have an 8-year coating on, there might be some swirling in the paint. You might want to kind of strip off whatever's there, do a light polish, paint enhancement, whatever, and then use this or your ceramic coating of choice. But typically marring can occur, you know, it doesn't have to occur in 8 years. It could occur in 4 years or in 2 years. So the investment of a $200 or $300 vial for an 8-year coating is really cool. And for sure, you're going to have higher levels of hydrophobics and chemical resistance, because whatever they used in the coating is, in theory, lasting on average 8 years versus 3 years. So if it were up to me, I would just exclusively use 3-year coatings. I think, you know, the one I applied was the DIY 3-year graphene coating, and I think that's just a great coating, great price. You can probably do 2 whole cars with it. Depends on the size of the car. A little goes a long way really with that product. Like that, after 3 years, I can look at the paint, I can address some of the problematic areas, recoat if I need to. If not, I'll just keep using products like these, or whatever your favorite product is for maintenance, go ahead and use it. So those are my secrets for making any ceramic coating last basically as long as you want. Protect the protection, protect the protection that's protecting the protection that protects the paint. You know, like, it's just, there's a point where it becomes no longer useful, but that's why this is like every 3, 6, or every 12 months you can use a product like this. And that just makes the drying just a whole lot easier. So you can do every 2 or every 3 or every 4 washes, use Bead Maker as your drying aid, and you're gonna have a great experience. It smells fantastic. It's extremely slick. The gloss you get from Bead Maker is incredible. So, you know, it's really dealer's choice here. Do whatever you would like, but that's how I do it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, then make sure you leave a thumbs up on the video. If you like videos like this, then hit subscribe and hit that bell notification. Like that, you'll get notified every time I come out with another video just like this one. If you have any questions or comments about this video or anything I spoke about today, let me know in the comment section down below. If you have any ideas, anything you want me to cover for future videos, you can let me know there too. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace.